But in your Substack this morning, you're not talking about Microsoft. You're talking about a different AI company and Amazon here. Why is that? Why the prioritization there? And we'll get to the
Well, in
burnout
that
spots
case,
later.
because Anthropic, Amazon made this announcement that they're going to spend $4 billion on this AI technology from this company called Anthropic, which is a privately held company. So you can't play that one yet. Although I'm sure it's only a matter of time before that comes to the market as well. So the only way you can really play that if you play it through Amazon, and that's what you saw yesterday. People rushing in to buy Amazon. It was up nearly 2%, 1.7% yesterday. So for investors that are looking for the opportunities, and specifically in the AI space, you have to play what you can play with, unless, of course, you're able to get in on the venture deals. But for the average investor, they're not. So you have to look in other parts of the space if you want exposure. And look, I think we've talked about it before. AI is really common almost in every industry out there. So you're going to get AI exposure, whether it's in healthcare, whether it's in banking, whether it's in fintech, whether it's in Amazon and consumer and retail. You're going to get exposure to AI. But yesterday's announcement was significant enough because they came out talking about how their cloud computing division is seeing huge demand for AI. And we all know this. AI is very much in its infancy. So if you want exposure to it, you have to find the places where you can. Anthropic at the moment, you cannot invest directly in, but you can do it via jumping on the back of Amazon.
Kenny, how much of the excitement around AI, when we talk about the AI frenzy, obviously one of the big drivers of the market at the start of the year, is it still going to be a big driver as we look into the end of 2023 and then ahead to 2024?
Listen, I think AI is very much in its infancy. So I think this AI story is just beginning. So whether or not we may not see the same surge higher in the last 3 months of the year that we saw in the beginning of the year, but I think the AI story has just begun. So it's not a place that people should say, oh, well, this game's over, let's move on to something else. I think that's a big mistake. I think you have to continue to stay involved in AI. Maybe you're not chasing it the way people were chasing it earlier in the year. Give it a chance to kind of retreat. And I actually think you may see that, and you've already started to see some of those names pull back, like C3.ai, which is kind of one of the names in the space, had really a tremendous move early in the year, but it is now backed off. But it doesn't mean that the game is over at all. I think AI needs to be part of really now a core. It needs to have a core place in everyone's portfolio. Depending on the percentage is going to depend on who you are, right? You're 35, I'm 62. So the percentage of my portfolio is going to be different than yours because you've got more time than I do, right? I'm on the back nine. You're still on the front nine.
Look, I'm hoping that I'm still in the driving range warming up, Kenny.
Okay, well,
I think you're still in the front nine, too.
I'm certainly not on the driving range.